easing up on my glassing point. It's about 10 minutes before sunup. It's about 8:45. I've been hunting this burn back here and glassing this country that's across here. Gotta still hunt this burn. It's the only way you can see into it. Still hunting with a bow is a tough prospect, but usually if you do see a buck, everything comes together pretty quick. But I've watched that ridge last night, this morning, this ridge this morning. I haven't even seen a buck yet, but they're here somewhere. Just keep watching. Usually see them between now and 11. They'll get up and move. I see a buck. Just an average one. Amazing how you can glass a ridge for 2 hours. 2.5 hours, really. Not see anything, and then all of a sudden, bam, there they are. He was just in one of those little aspen pockets over there. Usually this time of year, where there's one, there's two, so we'll just keep watching. 2 more just popped out. Just dinky 4 points. I didn't haul my big Swaro 25 to 50 back here along with my Olympus OMD. Just too heavy for an archery trip, even with the horses, so this is the best digiscoping you're gonna get. There's another buck over there. He's about 24, 25 wide. He's about a 5x6. He's the best one in the bunch. There's 6 of them all together. So, nothing to get excited about. Bunch of 2- and 3-year-old bucks. We'll just keep watching. Well, we're up to 7 now. About a 160 5x5 just came out. They're all headed into that patch right there. They were feeding down in all those trees. That's why I never saw them earlier. Well, coming up on 11, I just saw those 7 bucks. That best one might be 170. He's got a non-typical point on the one side, but I think we can do better. Just gotta keep looking. So head back to camp, rest up a couple hours, and get back out here this evening. I don't care if you're in Colorado, Wyoming, Idaho, or northern Utah. Any place you find that spruce like that, there's usually bucks around, and I think it's because of the feed that grows in them. And it pays to glass them throughout the day, because as the sun comes around the mountain, those bucks that'll be in those, they'll get up and move around. That's how I saw those 7. They hadn't even moved until 10 o'clock. I'm sure they were up, I just couldn't see them. But that's the kind of country I find them in early in the season. Once you get into October, unless there's just no hunting pressure, they're usually not in that stuff. They've usually moved down into the bigger timber, but I always hunt that stuff. About 6:30. Been in camp for about 5 hours going stir crazy. It's long old days this time of year. Got the horses ready. I try not to ever separate the horses, especially in the high country, because they'll just whinny and you can hear them for miles. So I just take the pack horse with me even when it's empty. So I'll go back up tonight, see if there's any other bucks I missed, and then make a plan for in the morning. About 5 more minutes of glassing light left, and then time to pack it up. I saw 8 or 9 bucks over there tonight. They're all the same except for one. He was just a dink, so I'm gonna hunt higher up around that top of that peak in the morning. I didn't take the horses up there this morning because I didn't want to spook anything, but now that I know that there's just a bunch of small bucks in here, then be a little more aggressive tomorrow. Get up top. There's another basin on the other side that sometimes has bucks in it. So that's the plan for tomorrow, but there's nothing better than about 170 on that whole ridge there, so I feel pretty good about moving on.